What is socialism and why do people like it or dislike it? Why is it bad? Why do some people think it's good? Don't be fooled into believing this is a good thing. Learn how socialism works, or in this context, social democracy or democratic socialism. Find out why taxes are so high in socialist and democratic socialist countries and why things turn ugly. Learn why the fragile balance between capitalism and socialism needs to be strongly in favor of capitalism and how socialism prevents an economy from flourishing. Just to be clear, socialist in this context means heavily leaning towards a social democracy, as in high taxes to pay for supposedly guaranteed health care, guaranteed education, guaranteed income, guaranteed pensions, and unions. By the way, when things turn bad, nothing is guaranteed. Before I start, let me explain that there are subtle differences between socialist countries, but the results are all similar. For instance, Hitler's National Socialist German Workers' Party of Germany, Stalin's USSR, Mao's China, North Korea, Cuba, and Russia are socialist, and some European countries such as today's Germany, Greece, Belgium, and Finland are democratic socialist countries, also called welfare states. They all vilify capitalism, but they would go bankrupt faster without it. There used to be 70 socialist countries, but because socialism does not work, now there are only 10. Then there are democratic socialist countries which are throughout Europe. If not for capitalism, they would all be bankrupt. Or they would be like Russia, who is hostile towards neighboring countries, but I will discuss that later on. First, I want to talk about how socialism works and how socialism takes away free choice. The concept is that everyone pays for everyone else, so there is no poverty and all are equal. The United States has become more socialist because the Democrats have had control, and they have made some sweeping and damaging changes, not just Obamacare. These changes are damaging our country and leading us towards bankruptcy. To continue on this path would undoubtedly turn out bad. If you think socialism will eliminate poverty, it won't, and I will show you the numbers and stats to support it in video 7 later on. If you think that racism will be gone, it won't, so don't let them convince you otherwise. What does happen is criminals get away with more because socialists believe in a distorted type of individualism, so bad behavior is no longer recognized as bad, and good people suffer. Rude, offensive, and psychotic behavior is touted as a civil right, and innocent people suffer because of supposed equality laws. Always remember that their rights end where yours begin. Also, because taxes are so high, many in these countries who disagree with what it is used for, or they feel the government is corrupt, will cheat on their taxes, or they just won't pay, so the country's debt piles up. In these countries, and others like them, about 55% of what you earn is paid to taxes. This means that with an average income of $37,000, $20,000 of it goes to income taxes. This is 5 times higher than the United States. Then every time you buy something, you are hit with an additional 21% tax. That is an average 3 times higher than the United States. In the coming videos, I will discuss why socialism is not only bad for a country, but it is bad for an individual, and why things go horribly wrong. And I will go over the stats so you can see for yourself. Before I do any of that, in the next video I will explain how good people like me reason, so you can see why socialism is much worse than you can imagine when you truly care about people, and if you truly cherish freedom.